are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate every single one of you. If you would like to support Marlene Motivates, you can do so by joining my channel membership. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome. I am Marlene. I'm the content creator of Marlene Motivates, and on this channel, I speak about motivation, inspiration, positivity, self-improvement, mindset shifting, all of that. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a fellow motivator over here. Really appreciate you guys. And if you could thumbs up, hit that like, I'd appreciate that too. So welcome in. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. I hope everybody had a great week so far. And I just want to see who is in the chat and welcome you guys. First in, we have Miss Deborah. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. I hope all is well with you. Hi, Tamika. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And we have Mr. Wise. How are you doing, Mr. Wise? Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope all is well with everybody in the building. Really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys can see the title and you see what we're going to be talking about today. Thought I'd do a pop-up. I didn't want to not do a live, but yeah. So today's topic is let them talk. Let them talk. We all have people, naysayers, haters, people who smile in your face and stab you in the back, backstabbers, or just people who are drama people, or people who always have so much opinions of your life. There's always going to be people out there that are going to talk. And one thing we cannot get away from is people will always have an opinion. We can't stop people from having an opinion about us, about our life. We can't do anything to control that part. People are always going to be negative, naysayers, drama people. We can't stop that part. But what we can do is to just let be in control of our own self. It's so important as grown women and grown men to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and to not, go back and forth on both opinions. We can't take other people's opinions of us to heart, especially the people who have not worked on themselves, people who are unhealed, negative, in a dark space. They haven't worked on their self. They're miserable. They don't like themselves. They don't know how to be their own friend. They're not driven. They don't have any goals. They're not consistent. So why does another person's opinion about us matter so much to us? Because as human beings, we care what other people think about us. We do. We don't like to admit it all the time, but we do care what other people think about us. But we can't let other people's opinions of us be the full summation. We can't let it be everything to us. It can be a part of it, because it's important so that we can evaluate, am I doing good in my life? Okay, I got some haters over here. I got this going on. Yeah, I'm right on track. Don't think that because people are talking about you, it means there's something wrong with you. Don't think something is wrong with you because other people have so much to say. So much people have so much to put into our life because they think that they know us. So much people, they think that they can run your life. They think they know your story. They know what you have going on, or people judge you based on who you were. So many people judge you based on who you were. See, people don't understand about personal growth, self-development, self-awareness, self-love, and just when God puts his spirit on you. When you step into that, other people don't know. People may look at you and think that they know you, they judge you based on how you look, but they don't know what's going on the inside of you. They don't know about that maturity. They don't know about your resilience. And we're going to get into that some more in this discussion. Yes, 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 yes. All is well, Marlene. Thank you. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Hey, Drea, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm driving home from work, so I am listening in. Awesome. Glad you're listening in. I hope you had a great Friday. So come on, everybody. Let's rock this and let's make this a great discussion today. Let people talk, but know yourself. See, the issue most of the time is that bothers us when people are saying things about us, but we haven't worked on our own self. We haven't worked on our own skeletons in the closet, our own drama, our own healing. And we have to do that for ourselves. Don't let other people and their negativity, their drama, their foolishness get you off track from what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Don't let other people make you angry because they're angry. No, know yourself. Know yourself. Know what you're capable of. Know how far you've come. When I look back at who I was, yes, I can testify, I can declare, I can shout, I can scream, I can praise God. I can be so happy because of the person that I am today, but it didn't just happen overnight. I had to work on me. I had to heal. I had to forgive. I had to get on my knees. I had to get myself some therapy. I had to understand that there was hope for me. I had to believe that about myself. Nobody can do that for you but you. You are the one that has to see the potential within yourself. And until you know your own potential and until you know what you're made of, you're going to allow other people and their opinions and what they say to get you angry, to get you frustrated, to get you feeling like you have to go back and forth answering them or justifying who you are. You don't have to justify your worth, your confidence, what God has put on you, what he has downloaded on inside of you. You don't have to justify that. You don't have to explain that you're a phenomenal person. You don't have to explain how worthy you are to other people. That's their problem if they don't see their own potential and worth within themselves. And that's usually the biggest problem with most people. They don't know about their own worth. They don't know about having their own business. They're so involved in looking, in trying to evaluate. They want to know how you have that. How do you do that? How do I have it? How do I do it? It's because I worked on me, because I know how to be accountable to myself, because I know how to be a good friend to me, myself. That's how you get certain gifts and certain blessings. I look at myself and I work on my confidence. I get on my knees. I get a good mentor. I have a therapist. I have great friends. And I also affirm my love for myself every day. That's what people don't know. So when you look at somebody and you say, man, that person has this and they're doing that, and how come they're winning and they're succeeding, instead of them stepping outside of that jealousy, focus in on trying to get your own. Do your own thing. Be your own woman. Be your own man. Get your own stuff going on. Believe in yourself, everybody. Believe in you. See, once you know yourself, nobody can stop that light. Nobody can stop that dimming. Nobody. See, they're going to try. That's the thing about people. People are going to try as long as you allow them to. As long as you allow people, and when they see that you get bothered, see, they get really angry when you're unbothered. They don't understand. Why can't I get to them? Why aren't they upset? Why aren't they angry? Didn't they hear what I said? Didn't they hear when I made up these lies? Didn't they see when I gossip? Didn't they see when I backstab? No, it's not that I didn't see. It's not that you don't see. You don't let it get to you. Period. You don't let people get to you. See, we have to be in control of our own self. Don't worry about the people, their negativity, their drama, their foolishness, their lack of maturity. Let them do what they want to do. Let them say what they want to say. You can't change that anyways. So let them be themselves, and you put your energy into working on yourself. Know you. Know what you're capable of. Get busy in that. You're going to see how your joy is going to rise, how your energy is going to rise, how your peace is going to rise, how you're going to get more focus. Your mental health will improve and get better because you are working on you. Every day we wake up, we have to make certain choices. Yeah. We got to make choices. I make a choice to love me. I make a choice to stay healed. I make a choice to forgive myself. I give myself every day. I have hope. I have potential. I am confident. I'm capable of doing some great things. Yeah. When you know that about yourself, when you know yourself, you love yourself, that's where you can keep going. Yeah, you hear things, and it's not that you don't hear things, and sometimes it offends us, sometimes it hurts your feelings, or you feel some type of way, but then you get over it. Then you get past it. You got to get past all of that because that's very low vibrational. See, we don't want to stay on that low vibration where people can drag us down. No, we don't want to stay down there. We're trying to elevate. We're trying to be up in the space of peace, joy, motivation, encouragement. Yeah, enlightenment. That's what we want. You got to stay away from the people who don't see that. If you are around people and they don't see potential, hope in themselves, leave them alone. When you know yourself and you love yourself, you stay away from people who are negative, people who like the foolishness, people who like the drama. Leave them alone and let them talk. Okay? Let me go to the chat and see what is going on in the chat. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What I missed. Okay, and I see Miss Rachel in the building. How are you doing, Rachel? Happy Friday. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you being here. Yes, Mr. Wise says, I agree. Rachel says, facts. And then we have Robert Gant in the building. How are you doing, Robert? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Hey, King Morgan. Welcome. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Hope all is well with you. And if you guys could hit the like I'd really, really appreciate it. Like it and share this out. Yes, Real Talk, Mr. Prince. Happy Friday to you. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? And let me know in the comments if you guys are going through something in your life and people are doing a lot of talking about you or people are spreading rumors. I want to hear all of that because everybody needs support. Every single person is going through something. Every single person is going through something. And it's the most people that won't admit it, the people who act like they're perfect, the people holier than thou, they think like they're, like they got everything good going on. They got problems too. Okay? They got problems too. Realist one here in the building. Welcome. Happy Friday, Realist. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm always blessed every single day, Robert. Every single day. Yes, but get to know yourself, everybody. Get to know you. Get to know you. So many people are so busy tuning into what other people have going on and what do they have and how do they get that and why are they and how can they have that much peace and how do they have that money and look, they got a car. They're watching everything that you're doing. You can't stop that part. You just keep being you and your light is going to rise. Your peace is going to rise. Your energy is going to rise and you're going to feel better about yourself. The issue most of the time is that when we get involved in the back and forth, somebody says something to us and we're waiting, okay, and then I'm going to say this and then they say that. So you're always going to continuously go back and forth with people as long as you allow that to happen. You got to close out those doors. Leave those people alone. They will never change. Some people just love to argue. They want to put off all their negative energy onto you. Let them stay over there. Stay over there on that side. We don't have no time over here, motivators, for that negativity. We want peace. We want prosperity, right? So let's continue on this topic. Here's a big one, everybody. Let people talk. We have to understand that we are not here to be liked by everyone. That's not our purpose. That's not our purpose. You have to understand that you are not here, and every single person that we encounter, that we meet, that we know is not going to like us. And I will tell you this, even a step further, the people who you believe like you, the people who are smiling in your face, they actually don't like you. That fake support, those haters, the people that you think are closest to you could be your enemies. It has happened and it will happen. Not everybody who is around you cares for you. You all better recognize it and understand. Don't be gullible. It's not just because people smile in your face, they like you. No, those are the main ones that have an agenda. They got a motive. They're trying their best to break you. They want to get close to you so they can learn something about you, steal your ideas, steal your content, do this, try to wreck and destroy your family. There's some people, their whole motive is nothing but evil. They have evil intent, evil motives. They want to see you fail. Some people despise us so much and for no reason. You don't even have to do anything to them. Some people just don't like you just because you are in good spirits, just because other people like you. Some people just don't like that. And I find that to be so sad that others like to stay on that wavelength, on that vibration of negativity. But remember, you're not here to be liked by everyone. That's not the purpose of this life. I'll tell you why everybody is here. You are here for a purpose, okay? Not all the time we each work on ourselves and sit time and think and meditate on our purpose, our reason for being here. But every single person has a purpose. Some people are here to be good listeners. Some people are support people. Some people have certain skills and gifts and talents, but everybody has a reason and a purpose. It's just you may not know it. It may be untapped, or maybe it's something that is coming for you in the future. But trust and believe every single person has a purpose. And if more people would tap into the purpose that they have in this life, wouldn't more people be happier? They would. When you know your gifts, when you know your talents, when you know your blessings, yeah, you know how to have that gratitude. But a lot of people don't know how to tap into their purpose because they're so busy with their evil intent. They're so busy trying to get back at people. They're so busy being miserable and angry and talking about what happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago that they don't have time to look at themselves and say, maybe I ate it. Maybe I did something. Maybe I'm the reason for my own pain. That was a hard pill for me to swallow for myself too. There's a lot of things that I had to digest about my own self. I had to come to admit to my own self. Sometimes the reason for your pain, your suffering is you. You got to let that go. You have to let certain people go. Okay. And you got to say, this is me. And I have to make a choice every single day. I'm going to choose to be great. I'm going to choose to use my gifts. I'm going to choose to let go of that. And I'm going to choose to live in my present. So to each and every one of you motivators that are here and you know your worth, you know you have a purpose, use it. Don't just have a purpose and waste your gifts. Use them. Use them. Give back, give to others. And when you give to others, you give to yourself. You surely do. I'll tell you that. I've witnessed it. Yes. I got a group talking about me right now. I just don't pay any attention to them. That's what you have to do, Robert. Yeah, keep a small group around you. Yes, hurt people try to hurt other people. They sure do. Let's go to the next point, everybody. People will always talk. It doesn't matter what you do. And have you ever found the more that you do for some people is the less appreciation they will give you? You do more and they expect more, and they can never be satisfied. They will never say thank you. They will more, give me more, do more. They will never let you get a break. These people will break you down, mind, body, and spirit if you let them. So one thing we know about people is they're always going to talk. They're always going to have an opinion. There's always going to be people who don't like us, but we can't get involved in that. You have to do your best. Every single one of you. Do your personal best, and your best is not going to be like mine. And learn to be okay with that. My best is always good enough. I tell myself that every single day. My best is good enough. And I want you to encourage yourself with that. My best is always good enough. Because when you're doing things to the best of your potential, to the best of your financial abilities, to the best of your intellectual abilities, to where you are in your personal life, nobody is going to hold that against you. You are the ones that feel like you should do more or be more, or you're comparing yourself. Don't do that. Be your best. Do your best. See, the issue sometimes is when we know we're not doing our best. We know we've been slacking. Come on, let's be honest, everybody. Sometimes we don't always do the best that we can, and it's all right. Forgive yourself for that. The times where I just was tired. I just didn't have enough confidence. I always tell myself, Marlene, I forgive you for when you couldn't do better because I didn't know better, because I didn't believe in myself. You got to forgive yourself for that and then let that go and say, but on today I'm a new me. and I'm going to go out into this world and I'm going to do my best. I'm going to use my gifts. I'm going to give nothing but positive energy to everybody, including myself. Don't forget to leave out yourself in that positivity, that motivation and encouragement. Knowing that other people will talk about you, know that they will. And if they haven't, you just haven't heard it yet. People are always going to talk and have something negative to say about you. But let them talk, okay? The thing about it is that when people are going to say something, which they are, you have to continue on your course. See, what some people want who are looking, evaluating, they want to see you fall flat on your face. They want to see you sad. They want to see you give up. They want to see you give in. But this is when you not only continue, you get yourself energized, activated, get yourself excited, go and do it better, more, be more consistent, do it with joy, because that's how you succeed. Can not only continue on your course with joy, continue on your course with love, continue undeterred. Don't let them break you. Don't let little words, little chat, things that they're saying. Who cares about them? Leave them alone. They don't know you. They don't love you. They're not paying no bills in your house. They're not taking care of you. They don't know your past. And they most definitely don't know about what you can be coming up for you, what is next. They don't know about your gift. They don't know the light that has been put on you. A lot of people don't know that. People look at you and people underestimate the potential in somebody just because of maybe the way they look, their education, the way they talk. But that doesn't mean that a person doesn't have a lot up here. You got people walking around here who are geniuses. They just have been through some hard times in their life. They've been through some stuff. They've had a hard knock life. They've been dealt a bad deck of cards. They've had people who backstabbed them. Sometimes they walked into things and just didn't know things and went down a wrong path for a little bit. But get back on course. See, the whole thing about life is that anytime you decide, this part, motivators, this part, anytime you decide to get back on track, you can. Right up here, that's all it takes, is right up here making that decision. I'm going to get back refocused. I'm going to do my thing. Now is my time. We are the ones that make that decision to say, it's my time and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do for me. Yeah, we do a lot of things for relatives and friends, somebody you're in a relationship with. We're always giving to others, but have you given to yourself? This is when that positive self-talk is so important. It's so important to encourage yourself. It's so important to motivate yourself, especially when you got so much people from the peanut gallery, the haters, people starting drama, people making up whole lies about you. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that break you. Don't let that slow you down, because you will be giving people exactly what they want. Don't give them that. Know your worth. Continue on your course. Keep going. Just little by little. Sometimes all we can do is just a little bit, but keep going, a little bit of effort. And then in a little bit of time, you'll see how just that little bit of effort, you can see how far ahead you will get, how much better you can be. Keep working on you and believing in you. It's all up to us. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Robert. Appreciate it. The funny part is they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. And that's the thing. If you really think about when you hear people say things either in front of your face or behind your back, take it with a grain of salt. They really are irrelevant. They really don't matter. And even the people who we may know, you may know them. They may be your relative, it may be your children, it may be your quote unquote friends, workmates, people who you feel their opinion matters. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. The only opinion that matters is yours. What do you think about yourself? We have to work on that part. Mhm. So let's get to the next point. I think I only have one more. This is the last one. So we have to understand that as long as you know your worth, that's all that counts. That's all that matters at the end of the day is what you think about yourself. If you know yourself, if you love yourself, if you're doing your personal best, that's what matters. That's what matters is when you know who you are, what you deserve, what you can do. See, and that's something that you got to convince your own self in your mind. I know what I can do. Do you encourage yourself in that? I can do some great things, or even telling yourself, too, I can do better than this. I can do better than what I have been settling for. There are so many times that we settle for things. We settle for certain jobs. We settle for certain people. We settle for certain relationships where we could do so much better. But we're the ones that have to believe that part instead of convincing ourselves this is all I can do. Remember the things that you tell yourself, that self-talk. When you tell yourself that you can't do something, you won't. So we have to tell ourselves, I can do great things. I have potential within me. I'm phenomenal. I can make big changes. I can do something different. I can change the direction of my life. I am in control of what I think about me. That's a very important thing to tell yourself every day. I am in control of what I think about me. Because if you listen to the people who, oh, do they like me? One day people will like you, and the next day you be like, I didn't even do nothing to them. And then next thing they don't like you. It's crazy. But we can't stop that. As long as you know your worth, as long as you know what you're capable of, what your gift is, that's what counts. That's what matters. So, yeah, it's all of those things. I'm going to put the invite link in here. And if nobody is interested in coming up, I'm going to get up out of here because I just came on just for a little bit to chit chat with you on this Friday to give you some much needed motivation and encouragement. So it's really important to work on confidence. Confidence is so important to be confident in yourself, to believe in you. That's something each woman and man has to do for themselves. Everybody has to work on their own walk in this life. How do I think about myself? What do I believe about me? How do I talk to myself? How do I encourage myself? And something that I learned maybe about 6 or 7 months ago is learning how to be my own friend. And it meant that even when other people walk away from me, even when other people don't understand me, whatever it is, no matter how much people like us, no matter what our financial situation is, no matter what is going on in our life, no matter who we're in a relationship with, no matter who our friends are, no matter what job you have, where you live, none of that matters. What matters is who you are as a woman, who you are as a man, and stand on that. Stand on that proud. Have your values. Have your, can't think of the word, just came right out of my mind, but work on the boundaries that you've made with other people. Be proud of that. I'm proud these days that I can put out there that you're only going to go this far and no more. Before, I would let people run all over me, say anything they wanted to me, and then I would be sad or crying or frustrated. Don't let people talk to you any kind of way. And stop telling people your business. You got to stop that. Most of the time, the things that people say about us is because we've been talking too much. We have to learn to walk in silence and to just be quiet. I know that I do it too. I get so excited about something that is going on with me that I just want to tell other people because I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of what I'm doing. But not everybody has those same motives. There's a lot of people, and all they want is to be able to know your business so they can go and say, hey, you know what's going on? And they are doing this and they're doing that. They want to have any little fuel, any little private business. You know, I heard something recently, don't say anything to another person that you don't want repeated. So there you go. It's a very important motivational nugget. Don't tell people what you don't want repeated. Don't tell people something and say, keep this between us. Because most people don't know how to keep their mouth closed. They don't. All they know how to do is to talk, to spread rumors, and to, you know, just don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Miss Deborah says, so true. Yes, it is. It's so true. People want to be able to have that, like a leg up on you, to try to do something to hurt you, to try to break you down, to make you sad. Don't let them. Don't let them. Hey, Shayla, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope your Friday is going awesome. So the link is there in the chat. If nobody's interested in coming up, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to give you some much needed support, much needed motivation, and let you guys know the people who talk the most, hey, don't take it as a grain of salt. They don't know you. They don't love you. They don't care about you. Their opinion doesn't matter. You just keep being more genuine. You just keep on shining your light. That's a good way to get back at people. Just act like, like a duck when the water rolls off a duck's back. Don't let it affect you. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Head up, chin up, positive. Positive energy, positive light. That is so important. Shay says people can't hold their breath, let alone your business. They can't, Shay, can they? They really can't. But they have everything to say about you. They have everything that they want to say about you. And it's just because they just want to be bitter. That's all. And we have Miss Shelley in the building. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. If you guys could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I see Shay Love in the background. Let's add her to the show.
Hello, Marlene. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Hello. I was listening in. I caught it kind of late today. I'm running behind, but of course, another great show is possible. I'm sorry, as usual. But I just wanted to add a little bit. Let them talk first and foremost. When I saw it pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that's gonna be banging. But yeah, I just wanted to add on to something you said just a minute ago, Marlene. It is so important how you mentioning how when you tell people certain things, make sure you tell them something that you don't want repeated. And I can't speak for everybody else, but it was always in my trusting nature. You think you have people that you can confide in. We hand select individuals that we feel like we can trust. We can confide in them. And the truth of the matter is, just like you said, Marlene, sometimes people just are gonna repeat it, no matter how much we trust them, no matter how much we believe that they wouldn't say anything. And what's so unfortunate about it is sometimes people do it. How do I say this? They don't mean any harm, but it's still, if I wanted such and such to know, I would have told such and such. So yeah, we sometimes meet. Speaking for Shay, I've confided in people who I just knew I could trust, honey. and they turn around and say things. And not only do they say things, people add on and take away. That's another reason why we have to be very careful. And it's just so unfortunate that, we go through venting sessions. Sometimes when you're venting, you just need that outlet to just say what you need to say. But again, unfortunately, if you don't want it repeated, you got to try your best not to speak on it. But it was a lesson learned for me. I remember, speaking out to even certain in-laws who I thought just were on board. You never know, though. You find out the hard way. And, you can't let those things hold you down. Take it as a lesson learned. But moving forward, yes, tell God. That's what I tell everybody now. But yeah, it's people just aren't like I said, sometimes people do it unintentionally, but still, if I wanted it on loudspeaker, I would have blasted it on loudspeaker. So we have to be careful about that.
Yep. And also that's so true, Shay. I guess most of us have that kind nature, Shay, that we just think that everybody is going to treat we're going to get back what we put out there. We feel because we're kind natured and positive and all of these things, and we would never have any ill intentions or try to hurt anybody. We feel others are that way. And most of the time, the people who are the ones that are right in front of our face are the ones that are ready. They got that knife right behind their back.
Yes.
They're ready, and they're just waiting at your weakest moment.
At your weakest moment. Isn't that something? How sinister is that? It always happens when you're weakest, but that's how the enemy moves. I'm not coming at you when you're feeling all confident and feeling all good and high. No, I'm not. I want to come when you're already burdened down, when you're already going through some things. So that's just something to think about. Yeah, it's when we're already down. It's like that kick when you're already laying down. Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate. And it's even more unfortunate that it's people that we have bonds with, family, friends. It's always a person who's closest to us. And like you say, Marlene, you're looking at a smile, but behind their back, baby, they have all kinds of knives. They're ready to stab in your back. It's just unfortunate.
It really is, Shay. And Shelly says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why discernment is important. Without discernment, I speak from just testimony, y'all. Without discernment, you can be fooled over and over and over again. Nothing is going to stop you from being fooled if you lack discernment. See, discernment is a different kind of read. You literally read energy. It's crazy. So it doesn't matter what somebody says. Like I was saying, I say all the time, somebody will be smiling at me, talking to me, being all nice, and their energy is just as stinking. It's just this, oh my goodness. And in my mind, I'm knowing this. But, I keep it cordial, because I know what it is. But discernment is what keeps us from being foolish. So not to even, bad talk anybody who's being foolish over and over again. I just want to give some encouragement that the only way to stop being foolish is to replace it with discernment. And the only way to do that is by getting a relationship with God. That's how we do that.
Yeah, that's so true, Shay. And I had to say for myself, yes, the relationship with God is so important. Yes, but also it's learning ourselves and learning to be in tune with that. Like, okay, I'll give an example of that. Like sometimes, from the time you meet them, it's like when your parents would warn you, stay away from certain people. You see what they're doing, but we want to be in romantic relationships with people because that's what we want, or we choose people who we know that they're not the best people, but we kind of think that we can change them into being a better person, or we trauma bond with them.
Yeah.
No.
That's something we do too much. The trauma bonding thing is that's a real thing. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's a real thing. And you're right. Normally there are flags, there are signs. And I think that's why God goes even harder on pulling us out of those situations. But see, a lot of times we get mad at God. God isn't to blame. You ignored your intuition. Okay. We have to polish up these things. I tell people a lot too. We all have intuition in there somewhere, but it's how we live. Do we sharpen those skills or do we allow them just to become dull? That's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of times we don't tap into them and we allow our senses to become dulled. Next thing you know, we're in a situation that we can't even get out of. That's normally how that happens.
That's so true, Shay. It's so true, and but we have to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, Shay. My whole issue always has been is when somebody shows me who they are, for me to believe them and believe them the first time.
Yeah.
I see it and I know it, but inside I'm not ready to humble myself.
Right. Yes.
I'm not ready to be humble.
Yeah.
I want what I want when I want it.
Yeah. That's why I say it's an ongoing process. You know, we never get to a place where we're all the way there. We have it all the way together. This is an ongoing process. We have to make this commitment for life and strive every day. You know, you're not going to just get there and, okay, hey, I can stop praying. I can stop working on me. There's never going to come that point in time. We have to continue on because people are going to continue on in their foolishness as well. So we definitely, yeah, is something. People are a trip, but we just have to be prepared. And I had to mature into when a person shows you who they are. I'm gonna tell you, like Marlene said, that's a hard thing, y'all. Man, that is a hard thing, especially if a person is trying to, if they have sinister, motives themselves, they know exactly what they're doing. So that makes it even harder because even once you know things aren't right and you feel they aren't right, they work into manipulating you a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where we have to really, yes, we draw closer to God, but God teaches us tells us to pay close attention to ourselves. He doesn't say pay attention. He says pay close attention to yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, I had to work on stop going by the words. That took me a long time. Yeah. That when people are talking nice and they talk sweet to you, but they're the ones that have the most sinister.
Yes. And they're fast talkers a lot of times. That rapid fire flattery. I did a video on that one time. That hit me. I chuckled because it was so true. People that get you caught up in the wordplay. You're not even paying attention to what they're doing. You're not even paying attention. It'll go completely over your head. And then that could be it could go vice versa as well. But, words have a way of mesmerizing us. Words can put you in a trance, honey. Been there. I'm trying to tell you, people use words for very sinister reasons. And so, yeah, we definitely want to pay attention to their actions because when you're feeling some type of a way, I know what to say to make Marlene feel better. Let's say you're having a down and out day, Marlene. I know how to, if I'm a friend and I'm in tune with you, I know how to make your day brighter. So even if I'm doing it for a sinister reason or to benefit myself, I know how to do that. So we got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Yes. 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 And that's true, Shelley. Flattery is deceit according to the Bible. We
sure
have to be very careful. Very,
sure
very careful. A person who always has so much nice things. Oh,
yes.
Shay, just constantly Shay. Oh, same thing. If somebody is overdoing it, you gotta you doing a lot.
You're doing a lot.
You're doing a lot. Like, I'm watching you.
Yeah. I had to start paying close attention to myself as well. I'm telling you, because yeah, that flattery thing can get you. And again, that's how Satan plays on our emotions. That's a big thing. That's why we got to have our minds. We have to have our minds in a certain space because our emotions will actually dulls our senses. You let those emotions lead, it can mess you up every time because you're not coming from a more meaningful standpoint in your moves or what you're doing. So we have to be very careful about that. And yeah, those little butterflies, ladies, we talk about that too. That's our bodies. Our bodies are wonderfully made. Okay. Everything we have, trust and believe me, we came born with. God did not leave out anything. And when our body is giving us signals and stuff, the world has misled us. Oh, that's butterflies. You he. Your body will be telling you, baby, exit to the left. You need to
It's
go.
saying run.
Get out
It's
of the
saying run.
building.
It's not
You're right.
exit.
Yeah, your
Run,
body's
Shay.
telling you, listen, run for the hills, honey. Do not turn back. You want to turn into that pillar of salt? No, baby. You keep running. Do not look back. Those, I'm telling you, especially in the gut, that is not a good feeling. I really want more men and women to realize that, because I'm starting to hear it more and more. Oh, I have the butterflies. Those are not butterflies. That is not your body saying it's okay. It is not. It's your body telling you to get away. You need to go somewhere and rethink, recalibrate your mind. Okay. But you definitely need to get away. And especially in that gut, that's a defense mechanism, y'all. We are made, listen, we are well equipped. It's just life. Circles we choose, entertainment, all these things dull our natural body senses. We have it already here, but so many outside influences, we roll with that versus what God has instilled in us. So again, in a sense, we start dulling down and instead of, sharpening up on those skills and stuff.
Yeah, and you know what about that, Shay? It's we will know and we will have those feelings, but we'll just go by, oh, but I love them.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just being honest, Shay.
You're right.
For a long time, I did that for a long time
Yes.
for myself. I was like, but I love them, but I love them, but
Yeah.
everything that they're doing, they're proving and showing to us that they don't love you. But
That's
you're
right.
talking about I love them.
That's right. That's why I'm telling you, man, let me tell you, we have to get that mind makeover. I can only speak on my testimony and give advice, but I tell you that mind makeover is everything. Once the glow up started, it never stopped. It didn't stop because I was determined. You're absolutely right. Love is not what we're taught out here. That's why so many people end up in these situations. Love is not just, taking you out to dinner, paying some bills, rubbing your feet, all this, sexual relations. That's not what love is. And unfortunately, so many people take that as face value as a representation of what love is, and it's not. So you don't know that being a person who loves you, they're not disrespecting you. They're not don't get me wrong, we can get upset, but there's a difference. When I get upset with somebody I love, even if I lash out at them, I'm going to come back and apologize and clean it up. That's love. We have to pay attention. Yes, good people get into situations where we get mad, we get hot, we get heated, anger can flare up. But if they have real love for you, they're going to come back to set matter straight. That's love. So love doesn't mean you're not going to get upset. Love's going to keep you from sinning. Okay. Love is not going to, somebody's not going to be cheating on you. Oh, but I love you. Talking down to you. Oh, but I love you. Betraying you. Oh, but I love you. Backstabbing you.
Or putting their hands on you, a DV situation.
Oh my God.
No.
That's definitely not love. Listen, that's definitely not love. Okay.
I deal with those, I deal with so many women in those DV situations, and that's what they say all the time. But it's because of what I do. I make them get upset. So because they love me so much, they do that. And I have to stop. I have to stop doing certain things to make them upset. No, that's not how it works.
I hate when I hear women speaking like that. It's so saddening and disheartening to me how they can literally gaslight you into believing it. Because that's basically what happens. You get gaslit into, thinking like that. And I'm going to tell you something else. And this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion. But this is what I learned from my walk with God. If you are in a DV type situation and you are truly, I'm not talking about for play, I'm not talking about for show. If you truly have given your burdens to God and you are aligning yourself with God, listen to me, women, listen to me right now. You can fool Shay, you can fool Marlene, we can even fool ourselves, but we cannot fool God. If you have completely turned to God, you're not going to still be getting your face beat in. You're not going to still be in an abusive relationship, because that will be calling God a liar. God is here to protect us, to rescue us. When we truly hold on to God, God will make the situation to where that man will never put his hands on you again. He will never put his hands on you again. He will put you in a situation where excuse me, he may separate you from the situation. Excuse me. My point is God is gonna work it out. I feel some type of a way because I have discernment. So I feel some type of a way when a woman is still being abused so bad. And she's like, but I'm going to God. No, honey, you have to completely throw yourself at God. He will bring us out of those situations, women. Okay.
And on top of that, God gives us the spirit of discernment too. He doesn't say stick around.
That's right.
He don't say stick around and get no.
Sure doesn't.
If God says I am love, he only wants you to be around people who will make you feel love.
That's right. That's right. That's right. He's going to make the way out. I kid you not. Somebody's going to remove them. Something is going to happen. But you're right. He always comes through with the way out. And yes, we're not sticking around in situations where it doesn't have to even be physical abuse. Mental abuse is just as bad because that can ruin you. That's actually kind of worse. That's an invisible scar. And I mean, without proper treatment or proper type of healing situation set up for you, it's never going to heal. You're never going to get over it. You're just going to continue to wreak havoc in lives to come, be it relationships or having children. So we definitely need to lock down and be very mindful of, just all of these, beta tactics, okay, to keep us in these, relationships or situationships. It doesn't even have to be intimate, but we got to stop making excuses. Stop ignoring signs, and a lot of times it's going to be hard. You got to pray yourself out of these situations, y'all. This is a testimony. You have to be willing to literally, lean none on your understanding, because there were plenty of days I didn't know if I was coming or going, Marlene, but I still leaned on God, and that's how I got through it. Yeah.
Listen, Shay, I can give my testimony all day long. There was a time period when I was going through so much, Shay. I had lost my job. My mother and my father just passed away, and my romantic relationship, I already knew it was ending. I was like, I felt rock bottom. I felt like nobody and nothing. And of course, this is when people start saying, well, if you didn't do this, then he wouldn't have left you. And you weren't good. You stressed out your mom and your dad. That's why they're not here anymore. Like, people started coming in droves, coming against me. And I knew that was nothing but evil spirits. And people like to talk and get you down at your weakest moments. But, that hurt me for a while, but it also made me open up my eyes and see who really cared about me and who didn't.
That's right. Oh, you're definitely going to find out who cares about you. When you're going through all of that, you're definitely going to find out who's there. And I mean, genuinely, a genuine type care. Because, unfortunately, it's not normally the people who we think we can, lean on or, go to, unfortunately. So you definitely find out. And again, that's what takes us back to, I don't throw around the word friend a lot anymore. And the older I get in life, like, you'd have to really do some things, like, seriously, because how we look at friend out here in the world is not what the Bible says about a friend. You see what I mean? So many people are getting let down by friends, hurt by friends, betrayed by friends. And just like you say, Marlene, if we can be real with ourselves, let's go back in time. Were there signs there about that friend? Yes. Did you overlook something about that friend? Because I can be honest with myself and say 9 times out of 10, yes, there were flags. But what did Marlene say earlier? We like to see the good in people, giving people the benefit of the doubt. But the wrong person thrives off of that. Oh, yeah, Shay gonna give me the benefit of the doubt. Oh, she's gonna be this, she's gonna do that. The wrong people thrive off of our kindness. And see, when we turn around and put our foot down and set a boundary, oh, now you're mean, or now you're causing discord. They hate to see you power up or step into your power. But that's something we have to do.
You're so right, Shay. And one thing that people will do, especially people who are people of faith, I'm not trying to come for anybody, but a lot of times people will get that, misread it. They'll say it wrong and just say, oh, you're supposed to forgive. No, you're supposed to forgive people, but not at the cost of your self-respect
That's
losing
right.
everything that you have. You still have to use your senses. That's why the Bible says to keep your senses, keep it.
That's right.
You give
And
it
as far as
away.
forgiving, and when we forgive, that doesn't mean you have to go back. You can forgive from a distance and love from a distance. You know, forgive and forget, like you say, yeah, it doesn't mean like technically you're going to forget. It's just if I truly forgive you, I'm not going to bring it up again. But if we're on the same accord, you're going to try not to cause that same injury to me again. You see how that goes both ways? Just a second, baby. If I'm willing to forgive you, trust there's some type of conversation that had to take place. And y'all, sometimes that's not going to happen. That's the hardest kind of forgiveness to give. It's when a person does not deserve it, okay? When there's no there's no give and take. That's the hardest form of forgiveness to give. But I tell you right now, y'all, it's so worth it. It is so worth it because the burden, it just lifts so much off of us when we do that. But yeah, forgive doesn't mean I have to tolerate you. It doesn't mean I have to deal with you. It doesn't even mean I have to be in your presence. It means just what it means. I forgive you. And you're not
Right.
going to do it again. Okay.
Right, Shay. That's powerful. You're really speaking that right there because I had to learn for my own self, Shay, that when I forgive them, when I forgive certain individuals, I forgive them so that they don't have me held hostage in that pain, thinking about it all the time because your subconscious always constantly thinks about it. And that's the reason why you feel sick in your body. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't do a lot of things because you haven't forgiven that person, in that you're not holding that anger and resentment against the person. But once you forgive the person, it means I'm not going to harbor any resentment against you, but it does not mean that I forgive you and I still trust you.
That's right, because that's going to take time and work on their part.
Mhm.
You have to work to get this trust again, and we have to make sure we stand on that as well. When a person has showed us, especially over and over again, we have to get to a point of, okay, hey, that's enough. And learn to forgive yourself. I like, a lot of people go through things like you were just saying, Marlene, people hold stuff over their heads. Go ahead and forgive yourself. That way, nobody can hold anything over your head. The last thing a person is going to do is blackmail me, hold something that you think you got on me over my head. No, you're not. You know why? Because for one, I can speak up and face my truths. I've learned to forgive myself because God forgives me as well. So I'm going to forgive me. You take whatever information you have, honey, and you have your field day with it. But we cannot allow people, I'm telling you, so many people are stuck in positions right now because somebody knows your secrets. Somebody knows something, that people do that nowadays. They keep a record. God, that's not how it goes anyway. People keep an account of the injuries. That's not even how that's supposed to go. That's not how that's supposed to go at all. So yeah, forgive yourself because that way you can let go of whatever it is that's keeping you entrapped. And I'm going to tell you, that's one way that people play on us is because, again, they hold stuff over your head. Honey, that's a miserable situation to be in. I refuse, okay? And I just thank God for growth because, like I mentioned, forgive yourself and keep it moving. Make amends with whoever you hurt. And that's how I'm going to close it out. When you do something to somebody, go to them. Don't let somebody sit up and threaten you. And no, go to the source. Hey, I did this. I did that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We move forward.
We're done. And we're done.
Yep. That's how we do it. But again, I had to mature in God for me to even have the perception that I have the outlook that I have on life, because from just this, carnal flesh, we don't think like God at all. We don't think like God at all. And the way we tend to handle things, we're going to tend to wreak some havoc in our lives because we like to take things into our own hands. So yeah, I just thank God for growth and for change, and for Marlene and all of these other wonderful content creators who are just motivational. I mean, putting out stuff that we need to hear. It's okay to have fun and joke, Marlene, but I kid you not, it's channels like yours and other people who I frequent on a regular basis that really give me that push, that makes me want to keep going. You're not alone, and it offers so much inspiration. So you definitely keep doing what you're doing. Full hands-on support from me here. And I appreciate you for letting me come up and hop on your panel for me. And I'm actually getting ready for work. I got to go into work tonight. So, but I just wanted to hop on and say a few words and just thank you. We all thank you and appreciate you, Marlene. And that's just that. everybody enjoy their day.
Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate you. Have a good night at work, and thanks for hopping on. Your words were definitely much needed. So I'm gonna have Sirius put your link into the chat for anybody who wants to connect with your channel. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, sister. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So much. What an awesome discussion with Shay Love herself. And I just want to close out by saying to everybody, one of the things about life is people are always going to talk. People are always going to be negative. People are always going to come with drama, but we are the ones that have to heal from that. We have to be able to be okay with our own self, be able to have our own walk with ourselves, be okay with, who we are in our own skin. Be okay with yourself, how you are for who you are, no matter what you've done, you've gone through, who you've hurt, who has hurt you. Today, stand healed. Today, don't let anybody tell you about who you were. What about who you are today? Let them talk and say whatever they want to say. Don't let them stop you. Don't let them break you down. Don't let them make you get sidetracked from your goal. Stay on track with your purpose. Be you, 100% you, not a replica, not a duplicate, not what other people want you to be, but you. So thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you support. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting this channel, and the amazing content creators that I have my awesome moderators drop in the comment section. Make sure you check out their channel, watch a video, hit their like, because I definitely believe in cross support. So everybody, keep your head up. And let the haters talk. Let the drama people talk. Let the enablers talk. Don't let them stop you from being you. Don't let them stop you from your dreams. Never give up hope. Never give up hope. Love yourself every single day and make the decisions that prove that you love yourself. Keep on going. And you know what I say over here on Marlene Motivates? Just know it. Just breathe it and be it. And live your best life. And before I go, I want to encourage you all. I have a new series on the channel called The Motivated Daily, which is uploaded 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a chance and click on it. It's a playlist. It's like 7 or 8 videos. They're pretty short, but just something to give you motivation every single day. You're welcome to tune in to all of it. And if you have reached the end and you have not hit that like on your way out. And my replay gang, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember, self-love is a gift that we have to give ourselves every single day. Love yourself on today and every day after, because you're worth it and you're deserving of it. And I'll see you guys on Monday for the Motivated Podcast and on Saturday and Sunday for the Motivated Daily. Have a great rest of your day and weekend ahead. Enjoy yourself and love yourself. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.